feel like God.
That guys do where you kind of puff your chest like I just say like, dude, if we're doing this, then we're doing this.
Greetings. Welcome to episode 54. This is container 19, part 1. I really don't know what to expect with this one. When I picked it up, it's lopsided. So I really don't know what is weighing down one end and why it's lighter at the other. Let's find out. Oh. Just toss the lid. Okay. Let's look at some games first. Individually wrapped, so I did put some time into wrapping these up. Hopefully I had a good reason to wrap them up, like they're sealed or rare or something. You know, we're being careful when we don't need to be. We have plenty of bubble wrap. Don't need to save every piece. This is Cliffhanger with Sylvester Stallone. I don't know why I had that one boxed up so carefully or bubble wrapped so carefully, but I did. Here's some white foam wrapped around bubble wrap and packing tape. This is a bubble envelope, and inside we have The Simpsons Bart versus the World. I think we've seen this one before. Not 100, I'm pretty sure. This one's in really good condition by Flying Edge. It's a one-player game. Never played it, but you can hang around at Krusty's Sphinx. So that's always a good sign of a good game. This one just had bubble wrap just kind of around it, not even taped. And this one feels suspicious. Yes. I have a talent for feeling games in the box that are not complete. This has the instruction manual and the box. The box is in really good shape, but I need to find a loose copy of the game to complete this one. But it's The Incredible Crash Dummies. And I'm sure in past videos I've said Crash Test Dummies. I always get that wrong because I remember the commercials. But it's Crash Dummies. Take out the test. Oh, that one jumped out. This is Chuck Rock. The US release of Chuck Rock. I think this is the first time I've shown this game. I don't recall looking up this game when I was doing any editing for past videos. But I could be incorrect. Let's see what else we have. In container 19, we have GP Rider, Sega Sports. Get your leathers ready. The Smash Arcade hit GP Rider is burning up the track on Game Gear. Motorcycle road racing with all the speed, courses, and competitiveness of the Grand Prix circuit. 1 or 2 players, and it is a gear-to-gear cable game, so if someone else had this game and you have it, you hook up the gear-to-gear cable, and you should be able to play against each other. I've never tested that feature. I've never tried to do that with 2 systems to see how well it works, or if it works, or if it's glitchy, or if it only works with, you know, even though it might say gear-to-gear game, it only works with some, not all. This game is in a bubble envelope, and it is sealed and it is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So a sealed copy of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Has a bit of a smush on the side, so it's not perfectly mint. Had a price tag on there at some point. I'd like to know what price was on. I like seeing price tags on games, just to get an idea of what it cost back in the day to pick up games for the system. We have Clutch Hitter. It's a high fly ball. Going, going, gone! 1 or 2 players. Another gear-to-gear cable hookup game. So you could play baseball against someone else on their Game Gear. Head-to-head action against a friend with gear-to-gear cable, sold separately. I'm sure eventually I'll do that. I have a system that I use to test games that hasn't failed me, and I know I have so many other loose systems. I just need to find another one that works and try out the gear-to-gear cable. This is Echo, The Tides of Time. This is a 1-player game. The evil vortex returns with a vengeance and destroys the ancient astrite. Echo, stronger, wiser, and surrounded by dangers, teleports back through time to save the dolphins and all living things. That's pretty damn impressive for a dolphin. A dolphin saves the world. In a world where the world is dying, we have a dolphin. Echo, the tides of time. Boy, I was on a roll with bubble wrap games. X-Men Game Master's Legacy, complete in the box. Kids to adults, mild animated violence. Complete games are good games. I think it was container 12 that I had like 3 pretty sizable boxes of loose games that I just need to dig out and match up. I have a stack of boxes over here that are the box and the manual, and I need to go through and pull out the games to complete them. We have all kinds of stuff in here. You never know what you're going to get. Like Star Trek, The Next Generation, the Advanced Holodeck Tutorial. The USS Enterprise is yours to command. By Absolute, 1 player. I know I've never shown this game. For some reason I would have remembered showing this, and this is a new one for you and for me. But there it is. I'm a bigger fan of Star Wars, but if they make a Star Trek game for Game Gear, I had to have it. The Simpsons, again, Bart versus the Space Mutants by Flying Edge. 1 player. Check it out. 2 Simpsons games in 1 container. What are the chances? Got enough of that? Good. Let's see what else we have. Oh no, another one. Columns for Sega Game Gear. 1 or 2 players, a gear-to-gear cable hookup. Sealed, brand new. I remember these being on Ultra Markdown at Toys R Us. They were like $2.88 or something stupid. But they must have made a lot of this game. And then when they stopped making the system, they're like, we got to get rid of these games. So they marked them down, and Columns was one that they seemed to always have in stock. And this was back before I started collecting, where I was a distant admirer of Sega Game Gear. And then many years later, I would rediscover it and fall in love with it and start collecting in 1996 until present day. We have another cliffhanger, except this box is kind of beat. Doesn't take away from Stallone looking like a muscle man climbing up rocks. He just turned like 72 or something. I saw it posted someplace. They said happy birthday to him, and he was in his 70s. And he was like filmed the video saying thank you and whatnot. But I was like, holy crap, he looks pretty good for his age. So good on him. We have Spider-Man, X-Men in Arcade's Revenge by Flying Edge. It's appropriate for all audiences, and it's one player. Arcade's Revenge. Marvel Comics action at your fingertips. Ooh, exciting. Enticing. Alluring. Oh, this is the European version, I believe, of Road Rash by US Gold and Electronic Arts. 2-player action game where you basically race motorcycles and beat the shit out of each other. Or you try to beat the shit out of other riders to knock them off their bikes. And they fight back. But that is the European version. And it's in super good condition, which is good. It has 5 different languages on the back. So it's friendly for everyone. We have a sealed copy of Andre Agassi, Tennis, by Tech Magic. It's a 1-player game. You too can have a mullet and play tennis. In the 80s. I think he was an 80s star. I don't know if he transitioned into the 90s or what, but he was all over everything advertising wise for a while. And then, like every sports star, he faded away. Maybe he started coaching tennis or something instead. I think that's what I would do if I was a professional athlete and I stopped being a professional athlete and I still love the sport. I would just coach. I would train other people to be good. I think that'd be very rewarding if you were good at it. Here is a sealed copy of Mortal Kombat 2 by Acclaim. 1 or 2 players. Midway Acclaim Entertainment, Inc. It says nothing can prepare you. I still haven't come across a Mortal Kombat 3 yet. I know I own it, but I have not come across it. It's somewhere in containers 19 through 36. Somewhere in between there's one. How about a sealed copy of Surf Ninjas? As Johnny McQuinn, you've got a date with destiny. Return to Patu-san and claim your birthright as its ruler. Never saw the movie. I saw clips of it and it looked pretty hokey and silly. But there it is. In all its glory. We'll do 2 more. How about that? Because that'll be 5, 10, 15, 20 games. We have a little bruised up box of Jungle Strike, the sequel to Desert Strike. It's a first for this one, I believe, too. I don't recall showing this one before. Desert Strike was just a warm-up. In Jungle Strike, things get really hot. All right. Sold. I'll take it. This one has much protection around it. And this is a really clean copy of Robocop 3. First time on Game Gear by Flying Edge. Motor City Showdown. Because Robocop took place in Detroit. I remember the first one, and I believe there were sequels, but I don't think I saw the sequels. So if there was a Robocop 3, I did not see it. All right. Let's, let me lift. Ugh. We have a box of games. And they are mixed. I see a lot of NHL Hockey All-Star and Sonic 2s, but I see Earthworm Jim, Super Return of the Jedi, Casino Fun Pack, The Lost World, Jurassic Park. It doesn't look like Sonic Blast. It doesn't look like any bootlegs or anything are in here. So, yeah, a box of loose games. If there's anything interesting in that box, I'll put it up on the screen right there. But just a quick glance through it, didn't look like there was any multi-game or bootlegs or super rare titles. So I will cut it there for this episode after I show you a wonderful Kmart bag that I saved for some reason. The saving place. Everybody remembers Kmart, I hope. Kmart was it back in the day. I must have bought something from Kmart and just saved the bag, and there it is now. A long forgotten entity. So I hope everything is fine with your life. I hope your collecting is going good. I hope you're happy with your collection. I hope that you continue to be a fan of Sega Game Gear, and I will see you back in 1 week for episode 55, Container 19, Part 2. So until then, please be well.